Good evening, everybody. Chris and Tiffany here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to this week's live video. And I am not even in the picture. There we go. I am better set. We are here. We are back. We are ready to talk everything cruising. We already got some folks, and we already have some questions.
Yeah, we got Carol here. Welcome, Carol. Do you have a ship tour of Explorer of the Seas?
And no, we do not have a ship tour. That's not one of the ones we've been on. We've got Adventure of the Seas, Liberty of the Seas,
Mariner.
Voyager of the Seas, not Mariner, Allure, Harmony, Grander, but not Explorer. That is one that we do not have.
Yes.
And
Josh is here. Welcome, Josh. What is your favorite specialty dining venue on any of the cruise ships you've been on? We were talking about that right before we went live, and I think it would, I don't know if the name of it's right, Tapanaki.
it's the Tapanaki
It's
restaurant.
the hibachi grill.
Yeah, the hibachi grills, the Tapanaki. Of course, they vary from ship to ship. But I want to say the best one that we've had so far was on the Norwegian Prima.
Mm-hmm.
That was really, really good on Norwegian Prima. I would have to say that the Tapanaki restaurants are probably our absolute favorites so far. And we've tried steakhouses, Sabor, Cucina del Capitan. We've tried several different ones, and that one probably remains top notch. I mean, Wonderland. So
Yeah, Wonderland was fun. It was a great experience. Just not sure. It's one of those, it's a one and done kind of thing.
yeah, been there, done that. It was awesome. Don't really necessarily need to run back and do it again.
Yes. This cruiser is here. Welcome, Rick. He says, good evening, folks. Cruising Chris M is here. Hey there, Tiff and Chris.
Good evening.
And High Seas Cruising fam. Linda is here. Welcome, Linda. Hello, hello. Rick says it's the Tiffany Show with her trusty sidekick, Chris.
That is what I swear every week. It really is. It's the Tiffany Show.
Attila's here. Hey, y'all. Be back later. Busy cooking dinner. I hope you're cooking something good.
Yeah, you bringing us a plate?
Yeah. Dilly's here. Welcome. Hi, Chris, Tiffany, and all.
Evening. Welcome to the show.
And everybody's saying hi to everybody.
Sorry, Rick. We know which Chris you were talking to. I know it's one of those situations with Chris in there and me, but we all get it.
Yeah.
We all get it. Well, good to see everybody here. Some nice familiar faces.
Some new faces.
Some new faces. Some new questions right off the back. I like questions.
I do too.
So my answer is always the same. Yes, Tuesday, and maybe. Okay.
Attila says steak tacos, nothing fancy. Ooh, I like that.
Still sounds delicious.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be fancy to be
Taco
good.
Wednesday.
Yeah, it don't have to be fancy to be good, because that's the whole premise behind Guy's Burgers.
Yeah.
It's not fancy. It's just good.
Tara's here. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Tara.
Welcome. Good to see everybody here. All right. Well, we are for everybody that's going to be on that ship. And it seems like more and more people are going to be on the November 9th cruise of MSC Seascape for sailing out of Galveston. We are 18 days away. So we're getting closer and closer. Rick said, I finally figured out the MSC check-in process. Yeah, that is not as user-friendly as some of the other ones. That is so true.
That and we forgot.
Well, I did get through it finally.
Yeah.
And I finally got our boarding passes and our luggage tags. But yeah, it's not as smooth as Royal Caribbean. It's definitely not as, as an easy process to get ready to cruise on those. MSC, they make things a little more crooked, I guess.
Yeah.
It's possible to get through it, but it's not super intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so.
And Cruising Chris M wants to know what cruise line has my favorite coffee. That's a tough one.
Ooh, that is a good Tiffany question too.
I would say.
So we'll have to throw. Oops, wrong one. There we go.
Yeah. First, I would have to say Princess, because they seem to have a lot more of a variety.
You kept drinking that chai.
No, it was a
mocha lavender.
No, it was a lavender honey.
Okay.
There was no chai in it.
Oh.
The lavender honey was really good. I actually came home and tried to copy it. I couldn't get it.
Your mocha whip, half calf, double pump mocha,
I don't do all of that.
semi foam oat milk, goat cheese, whatever.
I don't do all that.
I
But
know you
yes, Princess, they had a lot more variety other than white chocolate, double chocolate, caramel, your typical flavors. And then Disney, of course, would have to be my second because they put the cute little foam toppers on top, pictures of the Disney characters and stuff. The coffee's good too.
It can taste like crap, but it has Mickey Mouse on it, so
But
it makes the top
They
three.
generally use Joffrey's coffee, and I like Joffrey's coffee.
She does. She does. She has a separate little Mickey Mouse coffee maker just to make her Joffrey's coffee in.
Yes.
So yeah, is she a big spoiled Disney fan?
Yes.
Possibly.
If
If you look up Disney, if you look up Disney adult, there's her picture. She has these pumpkins she's doing for work. She's looking for her Maleficent Halloween costume so she could put horns on her pumpkin and make it a Disney Maleficent.
Yeah.
So just so everybody knows where we are with that.
Yeah.
All right. So the app works better on the ship for MSC according to Chris M. I hope so. I hope it becomes, I guess, more user friendly as we go along. If not, well, we'll figure it out the old fashioned way.
Yeah. Rick said, "Tell me about it, Chris. Took a while to figure out how to get the docs and tags."
Right?
All I know is Chris came at my face and he's like, "Take your glasses off and just look straight ahead." And I'm like, "Why?"
Yeah, for that, you got to pre-take your security picture, which you do that for Royal Caribbean and stuff too. But yeah, it was just not as easy and smooth as some of the other ones have been. But it's done. We have boarding passes. We have luggage tags. In theory, they're going to let us on the ship. So,
Cruising Chris, I have a question. Do you drink coffee? And if so, which cruise line has your favorite coffee? Rick says it was a legendary day in Galveston today. Carnival Legend arrived for her first sailing out of Galveston. I saw the picture you posted. That looked pretty. Nellie's here. Welcome, Nellie. Bob's here. Hello, cruisers. Nellie, Rick, how long did it take you to come up with a legendary legend line?
Wow. And the pot is stirring.
Yes. Linda says there was a video a couple days ago showing driving to MSC parking garage. Wish they would do a video on inside the terminal.
Well, there'll be one on the 9th. When we make one, I'm sure there'll be others prior to that. I think there was going to be some previews, some opportunities to kind of tour it ahead of time for some folks. So there may be some ahead of time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we'll definitely be filming inside the terminal because it's going to be new. Of course, that's past security because everybody knows the rules. You can film up to the door and then once you're past security. So it's going to be nice. We've already, I did book our parking. I've got that all taken care of. We did not parking in the garage though. I'm not a fan of the parking garages. People just, it is the thing. So we're going to be parking in the orange lot. So
cool.
So basically the same type of parking we always do.
Yeah. Bob's here. Hey gang. Rick's laughing at Nellie. Cruising Chris says, I drink black coffee. I really like Celebrity.
No double pump mocha whip oat milk chai lavender beefsteak. I don't know, whatever goes in coffee. An Americano, why does this just taste like espresso with hot water?
He does say I do like an Americano on MSC.
Okay.
And Linda's going to be cruising
timing.
On the 9th.
Yep, yay. Linda's going to be on the ship. Rick's going to be on the ship. Cruise Nuts, which is another channel, they're going to be on the ship. I think Derek from Island Time is going to be on the ship. Groups like that. So it's going to be interesting.
Bob says, watch that video, Linda. The loop around to drop bags, then head up.
Yeah, I don't do that either. Just drag that sucker across the parking lot.
Hand it to the people in the Hawaiian
and then,
shirt.
Yeah, and then hand it to the porters. and off we go.
Yep.
So, but yeah, 18 days till that cruise comes up. So yeah, super excited. Really looking forward to that. If I could stay in the frame, try out some MSC. Take a look at their ships. Take a look at their service, their restaurants, their food, their shows.
Yeah, I broke Chris's heart earlier. I told him he needed to take pants.
Apparently, wear pants. She says, "You know, this is a new cruise ship and a cruise line. You're going to take me to the MDR." Which means, of course, now I'm going to have to wear pants. Well, there goes that cruise. It's getting worse by the second. I can't bring my monster and I have to wear pants.
It'll be all right.
It's falling down the list. It's falling down the list. No monster, no pants.
Cruising Chris says, FYI, MSC luggage tags are the large tags like Carnival and Princess if you buy plastic tags.
We should be okay because our Carnival and our Princess ones do fit in our plastic tag holders.
Mm-hmm.
So we should be okay with that. We've used them. We've had the same set for 5 or 6 years. One of them's starting to tear a little bit, but it's a cheap set we found on Amazon. Still one of the best things we've ever purchased for cruising.
That and our little fan.
It's right there.
Yep.
It needs a dusting. It's currently oh God, I can't get it in the camera. You can see the edge. Okay. It's plugged in right now. It also works great for keeping the studio cool and not being obnoxiously loud. So that is a huge, huge plus. All right. Royal Caribbean. They have announced that let me get this name right here, the Royal Beach Club in Nassau, Bahamas is officially going to be open on December the 23rd. So if you're cruising to Nassau, December the 23rd or later, over there on Paradise Island, the Nassau Beach Club will be available. What is Nelly saying?
I can't wait till MSC Cruise is over. Rick talks about it nonstop.
Hey, now you cannot be upset that the man is excited for a new cruise line and a new cruise. We talk about it every week too.
Yes.
I think he's just jealous because you wish you were going. I get it. You feel left out. I understand. It's okay. We'll think about you. I'll take one of your pictures. I'll blow it up, and make one of those cardboard cutouts, and we'll take it around the ship with us. What do you think? We'll have it at the bar. I'll put you next to Rick the whole cruise.
Rick said, I had to take my royal plastic tag sleeves off. I bought the sleeves that are sized for MSC tags for my luggage. That's okay. I will be in Disney.
Now, Tiffany wants to skip MSC and go with you. Not supposed to tell her things like that.
Yeah, because it's all decorated already for Christmas.
See what you started? Oh, we'll be by then. Not yet. Right now it's Halloween still.
Yeah, right now it's still Halloween, but by the time he goes, it'll be Christmas.
He said, at least I'm not talking about any of the icons lately. And the pot stirs. But yeah, so Royal Caribbean's first beach club in Nassau is going to be opening up. Cozumel should be opening up next year. And then after that, of course, we're looking at Perfect Day at Mexico.
Thank you, Nelly, the Not Jealous Coffee Fund.
We'll see now. This group, this chat. Okay, now Tiffany can have a coffee with the Nelly cutout.
Yes. Bob's laughing at Rick. Cruising Chris says, I have 2 cruises going to Nassau in 26. Right now, the Royal Beach Club is $225 per person at the cheapest.
Well, I can tell you right now, if High Seas Cruising was going to Nassau, Bahamas, and that was the price for the Royal Beach Club, you would not get a video of that beach club. Not at $225.
Not for a day.
Yeah, each.
Yeah, and it's not even a full day. It's just a few hours.
Yeah, it's essentially a few hours for $450 for 200 people to go. 450, yeah, for 2 people to go. No, absolutely not. That is ridiculous. That video would be taken from the ship on Zoom.
Nelly says Royal put Alaska's 2027 schedules out.
I did see that. Didn't really look at them super hard, but I did see that. I'm really waiting for the further ones to come out because it is a curious question that with the new schedules for World Caribbean coming out, is there going to be something in Galveston particularly that's going to coincide with Perfect Day Mexico? I think that when that schedule comes out, we're all going to find out the truth of exactly what kind of ship we're going to get. Is it going to be an Icon? Well, what is it going to be? And I'm willing to bet it's going to be something to go with Perfect Day in Mexico. You know, I could be absolutely wrong. And they're like, cool, we're giving y'all Grandeur of the Seas back. But I'm thinking that's not the direction they're going to go for such a big event.
Yeah. Rick says, yeah, Nelly, I hate how Royal dribbles their calendar out over multiple weeks.
It's no worse than the way Carnival's been doing it with their dancing of the ships. Every other week, every 2 weeks, they release one little bit of information. This week, they actually released new information. The Carnival Valor is going to Mobile. I mean, it's good news for Mobile. At least they know what ship they're getting, but that was kind of always the expected as they move stuff around already. You can kind of see what pieces haven't gone anywhere yet. So, yeah, the big ship dancing news this week was Conquest and another one. Well, they're staying exactly where they are and doing the same thing. And Carnival Valor is going to Mobile, but it's every 2 weeks, and Royal Caribbean's no different. They're just dragging out that release instead of just here it is.
Nellie wants to know what my favorite Disney character is.
Oh, Tiffany's getting all the good questions tonight. So, all right. Question is, Tiffany, what is your favorite Disney characters?
Probably Minnie Mouse.
She does have a lot of Minnie Mouse things.
Minnie Mouse.
You're a Minnie Mouse girl?
Yeah, I like Minnie Mouse. Cruising Chris, thank you very much. The Jealous Coffee Fund for Tiffany.
The Jealous Coffee. All right, that is its new official name. Is the Jealous Coffee Fund for Tiffany. I like it, the Jealous Coffee Fund. But thank you very much.
Yes.
And I guarantee you, Tiffany will consume that coffee.
Yes, I will.
She is willing to always take that bullet for the team.
Rick says, I am interested in an Alaskan cruise on Royal 27 or 28.
I would always be interested in going back to Alaska.
Yes. Josh says, if you're new to cruising MSC, be aware that unless you ask on the first night the maitre d' for a paper menu, you will have to read the menu on the app.
All right, very good tip. Well, actually, let's share that here on the screen. Yes. Because we are going to be new to MSC, and I think some other folks in here are new. Now,
is that MSC. Just for the MDR, or is that everywhere other than the buffet?
Well, honey, where else would you get a menu? If you go to a specialty restaurant, you should always get a menu,
well, that's
right?
True, yeah.
So that would be for the MDR. That'd be my guess. But yeah, that is a good tip. Now, I like the menus on the app only because, especially if I can see them before dinner, because that kind of lets me know, okay, tonight, nothing looks super interesting in the MDR. There's no need to get up and get dressed versus, ooh, this looks really good. And we can kind of plan ahead. That's one thing I like about like the way Royal Caribbean and stuff does it, where I can see those menus in advance to exactly what every night's going to be. And it's super helpful to kind of pick the nights I want to go to the MDR.
Yeah.
Because we're not MDR every night type of people.
We were when we first started cruising, but we've kind of gone away with it.
I think we've gotten more to the chill side of cruising where it's like, you know, we'll go eat when we're hungry. We're hungry, let's go get food. We're not hungry, there's no need to have that other than to try something new.
Nellie says, I think it will be something big. They put Texas as its own week.
I think so. I think that I've contended all along. If we are going to get an Icon or some kind of ship like that, it's going to coincide with that. I could be wrong, but that's really what I feel is that'll be some kind of hand-in-hand thing.
Cruising Chris says, yes, Nellie, I saw the Alaska 27 schedule today. Rick says, Donna and I rewatched yours and Tiffany's videos of your Alaskan cruise last weekend. We are getting the fever. Yes. When are you planning on going? More May or later in the season? Because we went at the end of May, but I'd like to go September.
September is when you want to go with the salmon are spawning. Yeah, they said in September you have a chance of you can see the salmon spawn, and you may see some other wildlife that you don't necessarily see in May.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think if next time we do Alaska, we want to shoot for the end of the season.
Nellie says, just a simple question for a man and his wife going to Disney World.
We have Bone Tired Travelers.
Travelers is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. They say, hey, Rick. Hello, Chris. Texas Cruiser. Hey, Denise. Nellie, I never heard of MSC. Is that a cruise line? Josh. Yes, it is for the MDR.
Nellie. He's got a big old oar. He's just going crazy with that.
Attila Carnival gives both menus on phone and in paper type. We eat every night in MDR usually.
I said we used to, but we've really gotten to just a chill form of cruising.
Yeah, I think the only thing I miss really about the MDR was getting the coffee, but I go get my coffee in the buffet.
That and a lot of the cruise lines, it used to be, it seemed like, what was in the buffet what used to be a little different was different than what's in the MDR. And then since a lot of the cruise lines have gone to, food waste reduction and things like that, a lot of what is on the main dining room is exactly what's in the buffet. So you can kind of skip the waiting and the sitting and stuff like that. If you're not into that, go to the buffet and almost get the exact same meal in a lot of cases. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of driven us a little bit away from the MDR as well.
Misty's here. Hello, High Seas family. Welcome, Misty. Bob says we do the same, Attila. Cruising Chris says, yes, Nellie, it's the Mafia Sailing Company. Nellie says, am I the only one that specialty dines all the time?
I'm going to go with yes. Maybe no. We definitely do not specialty restaurant all the time.
No. And if we do, a lot of times it's for lunch because it's cheaper that way.
Yeah, we are notorious for trying some specialty restaurants at lunch. Excuse me, or they come in a package or part of a promo or something like that. Will get us to try them quicker than anything. Or it's just something Tiffany really, really, really wants to do.
Like Wonderland?
Like Wonderland.
Nellie says, sure is, Moss, with all them new ships getting rolled out year after year.
All right. So what else do we got? Oh, well, I remember this one. Did you guys see the video of those teenagers on Wonder of the Seas? So there was a video posted on TikTok of these teenagers. They were on their balcony, standing on the balcony railing, holding on to the deck above them, and walking and leaning over the ship on their balcony railing. And, well, you know how dummies are. Filmed it, posted it right on TikTok. The whole world got to see it. And I don't know, really should have been captioned stupid things that stupid people do. I'm not showing that video simply because I refuse to give it any kind of credence, traction, or anything else other than to say, wow. I know there's a call. There's a lot of people out there saying, ban the teenagers, ban the parents. I don't know. It's stupid. How many times do people fall off of cruise ships and to purposely put yourself in a situation where you could fall off? It's not bright.
Yeah. Not
bright at all.
Rick said Donna got the 3-restaurant package on Seascape. The pricing of it wasn't bad. Attila says, what impressed me was the first night I ordered wine, and every night after, the head waiter brought my wife's favorite wine, and I got a fantastic old-fashioned cocktail. Yeah, I like when they do that. We don't drink the alcohol, but yeah, the first night, if I ordered coffee, they always brought my coffee anytime we went in after that.
Yeah, that's true. They learn your coffee loving pretty quick.
Yeah. Cruising Chris says, Nellie, if I get Black Friday sale, we do specialty. Of Princess, we always do specialty with Premier Package.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
how we do it on Princess too, is with the upgrade package. Because on Princess, we will always get we get Princess Plus, but yeah, we always get the Princess package because for Tiffany, that's all the coffee she can drink the entire cruise, and she likes that.
Yes. Nellie says, ban them kids.
Yeah, at the very least, they probably should go ahead and ban those kids because that was just pure stupidity.
Misty said, seen that video and got irritated because they would say they, quote, fell off.
Oh, yeah. You know, if they fell off, it would somehow be blamed on the cruise line. Somebody would sue the cruise line, say it's the cruise line's fault, this or that. Not, the kids or the parents or anybody else taking responsibility for it. You absolutely know they would have tried to blame that on the cruise lines and sued the cruise lines.
Bob says, yes, I saw that video, Chris. Agree with the ban. Rick says, wow, Attila, Donna loves Chardonnay and I drink old fashions. Nellie said, I did premiere on Princess for Star and I booked all them specialty restaurants. We did too when we had the premiere package. We did take advantage of those specialty restaurants.
Oh, of course.
So
they're part of it. So absolutely.
Rick says, I bet that was good, Nellie. Nellie says, I don't blame the parents. If the kids are all rolling together, hanging out away from parents, they would not know. Yeah, I don't necessarily blame the parents either, but
and the kids looked old enough in the video that really should have known better. It's not like we're talking about little kids or babies or anything like that. You know what I mean? We're talking about, young adults, teenager, mid-teenage level. They should have had enough common sense to say, hey, I could fall off and die, though apparently
not. Where were the parents? That's from Bob.
I'm sure they were out somewhere on the ship.
Probably. Attila, yes, Rick. In a funny twist, she likes my old fashions and I like wines now. JB Ranch. Most of us have been there. Young, dumb, and bulletproof. Need to be
consequences.
Yeah. Yeah, we were all 10 foot tall and bulletproof at one time. So.
Yeah, that's true. I remember doing dumb stuff too, but I'd like to think I was smart enough to not stand on the railing on my cruise ship balcony. At least I would hope, but.
Nellie said, what if someone came on the balcony they were playing on? They could have fell.
Yeah, I mean, the outcome of what could have happened, luckily nothing did. Tragedy was averted, but yeah, what could have happened is the terrible possibility there. Let's see.
Nellie said, but as a teen, I don't think I would stand on a balcony.
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
No.
All right, so now we're going to talk about and I really think that this was created as a lash out, as a joke. They're calling it a hoax. But I really think that this is somebody upset about Carnival's reward program that has honestly put this together. But I guess there's a cruise hoax is what they're calling it going on out there. And it looks super official. Has the Carnival logo, has the whale tail on it, some misspellings and stuff in it. If you guys get a chance, check it out.
I want to put a disclaimer in this.
Yeah, disclaimer. This is a false thing that is on the internet. It is not true. But it's talking about Carnival's going to make changes to their rewards program. If you are diamond and you are platinum, they're going to have a new lifetime status called the Ocean something lifetime status. And how you get this is you only have to donate one kidney to the Carnival Medical Research Association or something like that. But apparently if you donate a kidney now, you get a lifetime loyalty status with Carnival until you die. And so if anybody, and I'd like to think that 99.9% of the people out there could read that, see that, and go, this bullshit. But there's somebody out there that's going to read it and believe it's true. Somebody is out there preparing for kidney surgery right now, thinking they're getting a lifetime status. And you think it's true. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't think that kind of thing is true, but how many times do we make comment videos about, well, my friend saw this video over on Instagram and they said y'all did this and now I'm all pissed off, and it's not even remotely true.
Well, they saw it on the internet. That makes it true.
Right. So if they see this on the internet, donating, there's no such thing as donate a kidney for lifetime Carnival status. Don't do it. Don't think about it. Don't believe it. Okay. I promise you the guy in the van with the hotel bathtub full of ice is not legitimate. Okay. Not real.
JP says, laugh out. Wonder who will believe this. Unfortunately, somebody will.
Yeah, unfortunately, I truly believe there's somebody out there right now going, well, Ma, I only need one kidney to live.
This is where you really need to believe in that. If it sounds too good to be true, it is.
What is Carnival Cruise Line going to do with all your kidneys? Like, what are they going to do? Donate them with just St. Jude? I mean, come on.
Cruising Chris says, I think someone created that as a joke and it's getting more attention than anticipated in the US. It's illegal to receive compensation for organ donations.
And that's why I said at the beginning, this is really someone who's mad at Carnival for their rewards program and came up with this. And yeah, I think it's taken on a life of its own from that. But now it's become more, people are passing it around. And like I said, it's guaranteed that somebody's out there thinking about it right now.
Tilla says, I'm rolling off in a gurney right now in the kidney center. I'm shouting, I'm diamond forever. Misty said, I'm not dumb. I want to see my reservation first.
I see diamond next to my name. That kidney is yours. But yeah, so that's the kind of stuff that you will see out there on the internet. That kind of stuff does exist. And like I said, everybody I know and we talk to here week after week, I know y'all are not falling for this, but good God, I'm so worried that somewhere somebody is falling for it, because scammers would not be so successful, and talking about scamming wouldn't be required if everybody in the world, are we ringing right now? If everybody in the world could catch it up front. You know what I mean? But scamming is a problem. They do scam people, and well, here we are. So yeah, there's that. All right. One more news story for you today, because this one, I have questions. I have a lot of questions about how this even occurred. So I want to say right off the bat, there's got to be more to this particular story, but there was a 77-year-old American man from Tennessee. So he flew from Tennessee to Italy to board a cruise ship, which means he went to the airport, went through TSA security, flew to Italy, got off in Italy, went to get on his cruise ship, went through the routine cruise ship screening security, and they found a loaded 6.5 mil Browning pistol in his backpack. Not in his carry-on, in his backpack. He said, oh, well, I'm a U.S. licensed gun holder. I forgot it was in my backpack. Okay. Now he's been arrested, charged, and all kinds of stuff for illegal possession of a firearm. But if this gun is in his backpack and he forgot this gun was in his backpack, that says to me this gun has been in this backpack since he left Tennessee. So are you really telling me he went to the airport in what, Tennessee, maybe Nashville? We'll say Nashville. I don't know which one it was, but he went to the airport, got on an airplane, went through TSA security with a gun in his backpack, didn't get caught. Flew internationally, didn't get caught, but got caught by, the security at the cruise port, who scanned his backpack and said, look, gun, cops, come get him. And the TSA didn't figure that out. Because he didn't say, I bought it here and forgot I put it in my backpack. He said, I forgot. I'm a U.S. licensed gun carrier, and I forgot it was in my backpack. To me, that implies he's had it the whole time. Okay. And this isn't even the first time. This happened over in Japan, where another individual who flew from Honolulu, Hawaii to Japan boards the cruise ship and got caught with a pistol in his bag. Again, would have gone through TSA. Is TSA not screening people for guns?
They got screened for rocks.
Yeah, Tiffany gets stopped because she has too much change in her purse. Change quarters apparently will get you flagged by the TSA and they search your bag. Pistol, apparently, that's okay. So if she put her pistol in the, I don't even know what to say to that. I don't even know what to say.
Cruising Chris says, I don't think they want my kidneys. They have filtered way too much stuff in my lifetime. And then he says, I get screened tighter at a cruise port than I do an airport. I've gotten both. Flying back from Montana, my son had found rocks that he just had to bring home to Texas. And I got flagged because there was rocks. And then I got flagged for change at the cruise port.
Tiffany gets popped by TSA every time we fly. And it's never for anything real. Rocks, change, a candle one time. A candle bad, loaded pistol good.
Nellie said TSA and security at the international airport, sheesh, they don't look hard. I don't know.
Yeah, the guy with the bullets that made it all the way to a cruise port. So right now we're seeing tighter security to get on a cruise ship, catching very obvious things. You know, because as your backpack goes through the x-ray, they can pretty much see inside. It should be pretty common knowledge. That's a gun.
I like this.
They looked in my bag one time because I had a tripod stick for my camera in my backpack, and they wanted to make sure that that was okay one time. So I've gotten stopped for camera equipment. Maybe that's a mistake. I brought camera equipment. I didn't bring a pistol. I don't get it.
Misty said at least their liquids was the right size.
Liquids are good. Pistol, okay.
JB said I had port security search my bag because of a pack of cigs. They thought it was food on x-ray.
See, port security. Now, I will say, though, that I've seen a little bit of lax port security. Not over anything serious, but, you know, we've put cans in our carry-on bag before, and maybe they can read the label on the x-ray machine. I honestly don't know. But a couple of times we've had them like, hey, can you show us the cans? We want to make sure it's not beer or something like that.
This last cruise, they didn't
check it all. 12-pack.
They checked my change.
Yeah, the 12-pack went through the inside the carry-in suitcase, not a peep. But Tiffany had quarters, and that was a problem.
Cruising Chris says at Canaveral, I got stopped for a bag of quarters too, boarding on MSC cruise. I literally had to dump the bag out, send it back through to be rescreened. Yeah. I came home from that cruise and emptied.
Ellie says, what were you doing on a cruise ship with a bag of quarters? You know, asked Tiffany the exact same question because it was getting on a cruise that she got caught with
I just,
$30 in change.
I have a wallet. I just dump the change in the zipper part of the wallet and forget about it, you know? Attila says, God forbid you try to walk through with shoes on too. Well, at least that's being dropped soon.
That's true. No hoodies. Don't wear your belt. We don't care if your pants fall down. Take off your shoes. We're going to grope your goodies after you go through the spinning machine. But the gun, that's good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, stories like that just really, really make me think that they may want to focus a little harder on maybe some training or something to not allow these situations to occur. This should have been stopped and prevented right there in Tennessee, in my opinion. But yeah, so unfortunately, that individual, his vacation's now been ruined because he's being charged in Italy for illegal possession of a firearm.
Cruising Chris says, we keep them for laundry. I carry them in my backpack. They have literally been there for 15 years.
I think Tiffany has some that have been in there about that same length of time.
No, I came home from that cruise and took all the change out of purse, backpack,
Only
luggage.
took once, huh?
Yeah, they'll stop me for something else next time.
She got stopped the last time we were in Cozumel. The dog hid on our backpack for food. There wasn't any food in it, but maybe security just wants to talk to you.
I guess.
They're like, she looks super friendly. Let's get her.
Yeah.
So we can have a conversation. Maybe they want to discuss Disney things with you.
Maybe.
Because I guarantee you're carrying a Disney backpack, wearing a Disney shirt, and have a Disney hat on. Maybe they're just Disney fans.
Maybe.
Maybe they think you are Mickey Mouse.
My ears aren't big enough.
I'm surprised you don't wear them on the cruise.
It's not a Disney cruise. That'd be silly.
I'm trying to think in my head, whether or not you would do it or not, and I could see you doing it. I'm pretty sure you threatened to do it before.
I have. Bob says, I remember seeing a post where a lady posted their gun in the safe on board a Carnival ship.
Yeah, we did a video about that too. That's even worse. It made it all the way on board the ship, which means port security was letting things slide too.
Nellie said, when I was in Cozumel on Mariner, dog alerted on me. She said, you have food? I said, it's the Bath and Body Works candle scent. Yeah, I can believe that. Bath and Body Works makes you smell like a whole fruit basket.
What candle smell do you have? Enchiladas with rice and beans. Ham sandwich.
Yeah.
But yeah, those dogs. I don't know why Tiffany got in trouble by a dog.
The only thing we can think of was the month before we were traveling with the grandbabies, and I kept stuffing snacks in my backpack for the grandbabies, and maybe there was a lingering scent. Cruising Chris says, Tiffany.
I gotta delete this one.
No, if you can talk Chris into going to Alani, you can make your own Hawaiian themed mouse ears. I like it. I do actually have a set of mouse ears from Alani that I got at Disney World at
the Polynesian.
It was the last set that they had.
She has a similar stuff, but there you can make your own, design your own.
I like that.
Okay. No channel rule. We don't give Tiffany ideas where I need to take her to Hawaii to make mouse ears.
We were talking about going to Hawaii during COVID.
We were, until we saw the prices. And once I regained consciousness after seeing that, we decided not yet.
Nellie says, speaking of candle scents, HEB has barbecue cornbread scent and dill pickle scent. Now,
we saw those.
At Walmart, we had the dill pickle scent. And I don't know about barbecue cornbread.
I try to make Tiffany sniff them, and she runs away.
The pickle one wasn't that great either. Rick said HEB would have those. Yeah, they make some pretty unique candle scents.
It's what did we see? Remember we saw some on TV. It was like a new flavored. Oh, it was like a salted caramel soda or something like that, or salted caramel sparkling water. I think maybe I finally reached that old man age where I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you kids? I think I'm reached the get off my lawn stage here, because it's like, I don't need my drink to taste like salted caramel sparkling nothing, I don't need my candles to smell like barbecue cornbread, dill pickles. Candles used to smell like, red, blue, green.
Rick says, I'm sure Buc-ee's has some wild fragrances too. And when we were in
Pigeon Forge,
we
had unicorn farts.
Yeah, they had a unicorn fart smelling candle. I don't know how you know what a unicorn fart smells like, but they had it, and of course there was glitter in the candle, and so yeah, they had all kinds of unique scents in Pigeon Forge.
They had something in Pigeon Forge. I'll give it that. They had something. I don't even know. But yeah, there's definitely some really, really, really strange stuff out there. Now, what I would never mind is a candle, and I don't know if anybody else is going to agree with me at all on this, but the body wash that the cruise lines put in the container on the shower in the bathroom. I know there's a lot of people that don't like it. They don't agree with it, but something about that smell just makes me know I'm on a cruise. Does that make sense? I'd like that smell to be in my house all the time.
Nellie said, did you smell the unicorn fart? It was very fruity.
Yes, I did. I said, how could you not? Let's start with how could you not sniff it? Because you're going to see it sitting there, and it's going to say, this candle smells like unicorn farts. Half of you says, ooh, what would that possibly smell like? But there is going to be half of you that goes, I got to take this lid off and sniff it. I just have to. And I did.
Bob says research.
Couldn't help it.
Rick said his goal in life is to have a duck fart in the Red Dog Saloon. You know, we were at the Red Dog Saloon and we did not do a duck fart.
I don't know what a duck fart is in the ring. Oh, okay. But we have been in that saloon. We actually ate in there. What did we have? We had some kind of appetizer in there or something, didn't we?
No, we had burgers.
Did we have burgers?
Yeah.
There's a video on it. But yeah, we were in that saloon. They had some live music.
They had their homemade root beer.
Oh, yeah, we did have the homemade root beer that they make there. That was really good. But not a duck fart.
No.
Next time.
Nellie said, and a unicorn parts glitter too. Parts glitter. Yes. There was glitter in the candle.
There was glitter in the candle. So, but yes, we smelled it. There's always going to be enough left in me to go, okay, I have to know. Curiosity got the better of me.
Rick's laughing.
So, but yes, so check your backpacks before you go on cruises. Check your luggage.
Take your change out.
Take your change out. Don't try to fly with a candle. And don't try to get on a cruise ship with any type of weapon, anything like that. Don't fly all the way to Europe and then get yourself in trouble and go, but I have an American gun license, because you know what? The Italians don't give a shit. You're going to jail.
Attila said, who's got the reindeer fart? A different bar, different town, I think. I haven't heard of that one. And then Nellie wants to know if that's Ursula on my cup. It is Ursula. Try and get it out of there's Ursula, there's Maleficent, there's the Evil Queen, and Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil. There's all of the villains on there.
She has a Disney cup for every day of the week.
Yep. That's the Halloween cup that my daughter got me. I don't know if you can see it really good, but the light, it's kind of glaring off of it.
That and our camera goes in and out of focus.
Yeah, so.
That's a little bit
Yes,
better.
Ursula's on there. And Maleficent. I love Maleficent.
But you'll get to see Disney soon enough. That is planned for May of 2026. Back to Disney.
Nellie said that's a cool cup. I like it. I use it every day.
All right, so reindeer farts are at the Red Onion Saloon in Skagway, I believe.
Never had one.
I haven't had one either, but
we didn't go to the Red Onion Saloon.
But however, I would go to drink something called a reindeer fart, because again, curiosity would just win out.
Attila says, maybe I was dreaming. No, it was at Skagway. Now, Skagway is where we got the fry bread, right?
That's where you got the Alaskan fry bread.
Fry dough or whatever they
fried
call
dough
it.
there, and that's where we tried to go into the prostitute museum place.
Yeah.
But there was a line and passengers were starting to fist fight. So we said, all right, and bounced out of there quick.
Yeah. That was where we walked all the way through town to the falls.
All the way down to the falls and in the cemetery and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where we hiked the planet that day.
Yes, we did. And then we went up a mountain.
And we went up a mountain.
Yeah.
We went up a mountain in all of them, I think. No, not in Ketchikan.
No. We walked Creek.
Yes.
It's been a couple years.
Yes, it has. Which just is an indicator that it's once again time to go back.
Yes. Yeah, I kept sending pictures to my dad on that trip because he spent 20 years in Alaska. So he was telling me where to.
Maybe we'll look at that for 2027.
Cruising Chris said, Tiffany, I just posted a pic of my Disney ears on Facebook. Cruising Chris in. I will have to check that out. Do you have a lot of Disney ears? I have.
You have a few.
I have a few. Some of them are from Walmart. Some of them are from Disney World. One's from Amazon.
Some are from the Disney cruise.
Yeah.
Because you've been on several.
No, I didn't. I haven't bought any from the Disney cruise lines.
Never?
No. Rick says, catch you guys later. Our show starts at 7. Cruise and Travel News Live. Enjoy your show. Have a good show. And thank you for stopping by.
We know. We were there.
Never heard of that.
Is that new?
But yes, Cruising Chris, I will definitely check out that Facebook page.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I have a collection of Disney ears and popcorn buckets.
And shirts and socks and underwear. I mean,
No. No.
They're
My
Stitch
wife
fans.
has a few. We are Stitch fans. I have a lady at work that is just absolutely in love with Stitch. So yes, I like Stitch.
Land
let's see.
Vacation starts Friday.
Yay.
Hey, land vacations are good too.
Yep.
I think lately we've not giving up on cruising in any way, shape, or form, but there's a couple land things we'd like to consider doing in the future.
Yes.
Of course, we're going to do Disney, and I think somewhere along the lines we might try to throw in an all-inclusive resort somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of give a little head-to-head comparison.
Nellie says, "Have fun, Misty."
Hey, any vacation is bound to be fun. You're not going to work. Winner right there.
Yep.
Winner. All right. I think we're actually going to cut it a few minutes short today.
Cruising Chris says, anything that has the word vacation, I love.
Exactly. It's not work.
Misty says, I will. It's only like 2 hours from my house, but it's not at home. Hey, you know what? That just means you get home sooner and you don't have to worry about that 8-hour drive home. Because sometimes that drive home, you think about that drive home after your vacation and you're like, ugh.
Disneyland, California, Fort Tiffany.
Yes.
I gave her the option of Disneyland, but it doesn't have Epcot.
Yes. And I really want to go back to Epcot, but I do want to go to Disneyland at some time.
Yeah, and Epcot is her place to go. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get ready to shut it down for tonight. I want to thank everybody for being here. We'll probably hop over and at least hop into Rick's Live, say hi to everybody over there and chit chat for a few minutes, see what's going on over there. But we're going to shut this down for this week. And of course, we will be back next week. It'll be Wednesday, just 2 days away from Halloween. So maybe we'll have some Halloween shenanigans going on next week. We'll see. But of course, we really appreciate everybody for being here. We love it. Love the conversation. Love the talk. Love seeing you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing and meeting a bunch of people here in 18 more days.
Yes, I'm excited.
Yeah, that's going to be super, super exciting. So again, thank you everybody for being here. Some of y'all I know we'll see shortly over in Rick's chat, but thank you for being here. And like always,
we'll see you out on the high seas.
Good night, everybody.